Welcome back. I'm Uwe Mao. Now the news in detail. National Disaster Preparedness Central Committee issued News Release Number 7 on 22nd May 2008. It reads, 1. Medical teams of the neighboring countries are invited to be able to provide healthcare services for the storm victims, and a 47-member medical team from the Republic of India arrived here on 17th May in Tiapo and Bogale regions. A 50-member medical team from the Republic of China arrived on 18 May in Kunjangong region. A 30-member medical team from the Kingdom of Thailand arrived on 17 May in Myanmar and Laputa regions. A 23-member medical team from the Lao People's Democratic Republic arrived on 18 May in Chowdan region, and a 33-member medical team from the Bangladesh People's Republic arrived on 21st May in Maubin region, totaling 183 strength of medical staff from 5 countries are now undertaking preventive and curative measures for the Storm Nargis victim with sincere goodwill. 2. Medical staff from the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Defense, medical experts from non-government organizations totaling 2,029, and medical teams sent from the different business groups, individual medical experts, Red Cross Society, Fire Brigade, and members of other health and rescue teams totaling about 36,000 have been proudly undertaken healthcare services in various parts of the disaster areas in the aftermath of the storm, and now the activity is undertaken with all its might due to the cooperation of the strength of a full set medical teams from the neighboring countries. 3. Likewise, necessary medicines and medical equipment are being continuously donated by internal and international well-wishers and are effectively used in healthcare services. 4. Hence, we hereby announce our heartfelt thanks to the governments and peoples of the countries that cooperate with sincere goodwill in undertaking preventive and curative measures for the health of the Storm Nargis victims. The briefing session on the relief and rehabilitation measures in the aftermath of Cyclone Nargis was held at MinDone Hall of Sedona Hotel in Yangon Thursday. First, Minister for National Planning and Economic Development Usuta explains about formation of a low-pressure area which gradually further intensified into the Cyclone Nargis. On 1st May, it became a severe cyclone with a radius of about 200 miles and its wind speed reached 145 miles per hour. At the night of 2nd May, the cyclone entered the southern part of Ayeyarwady Division after crossing Haji Island. It then struck Yangon and Bago divisions as well as Mon and Kayin states. Due to the cyclone, Haji Island, Ngapudo, Laputa, Molamyangjon, Tiapo, Bogale, and Chailat townships in Ayeyarwady Division and 40 townships in Yangon Division had to suffer from its stroke. There occurred loss of lives and properties along the route of the cyclone. Starting from 24th April, the government announced the weather alerts of the cyclone from mass media such as newspapers, radio, and television. On the morning of that May, Prime Minister Janet Thein chaired an emergency meeting of Natural Disaster Preparedness Central Committee. Soon after the cyclone, members of the committee rushed to the cyclone-hit regions and took overall in charge of the rescue works. Military units were also sent to the cyclone-hit areas to carry out the rescue works. The Prime Minister himself closely supervised the rescue works based in Yangon on the 4th and 5th May and based in Patay on the 6th and 7th May, while members of Natural Disaster Preparedness Central and subcommittees carried out rescue works and provided healthcare services to the victims in full swing. The minister then clarified the list of casualties and damage of public properties. Minister Usoda then explained about the distribution of relief aids such as foodstuff, drinking water and personal goods to the victims in the cyclone-hit regions by helicopters, performance of rescue works by 3 phases, opening of 419 relief camps in the cyclone-hit areas, and restore of electricity, communications and water supply in Yangon. The minister said that up to 16 May, well-wishers and social organizations from local have donated cash and kinds worth 7.378 billion kyats for the cyclone victims. Similarly, up to 19th May, UN agency, international, non-government organizations and international community have donated 2,950.31 tons of relief aids for the victims. These international relief aids are being sent to frontier camps, and from there, emergency relief aids are being distributed by helicopters daily. To provide healthcare services to the storm victims, medical teams are formed and are now cooperating with local health staff. Medical teams and volunteers from neighboring countries are also contributing their healthcare assistance together with local health staff. He also clarified about measures for fulfilling sector-wise necessities for rehabilitation tasks, the amount of funds to be used by the state in each sector of rehabilitation tasks, and preparatory measures to mitigate losses in course of a possible disaster in future. Afterwards, the Minister for National Planning and Economic Development, Usoda, Minister for Social Welfare, Relief and Resettlement, Major General Mamausui, and Minister for Health, Dr. Jomi, answered the queries raised by the attendees, and the ceremony drew to a close. The ceremony was attended by representatives of the United Nations, UN agency, donor countries, and other countries, totally 158 persons. Later, representatives of the United Nations, UN agency, donor countries and ASEAN member countries visited Ina Badan Relief Camp in Saintaya Township of Yangon Division and the relief camp on Maumagan Ganda Street, number 16 Ward, Dagomute North Township. So much for now. We'll bring more. Stay with us.